All right, we are back.
Woo!
Hey.
So, the three of you are in the depths of the server farm. Those servers are on platforms that can be moved about in a variety of ways. And Claire is in control of them.
Oh no. Oh no.
Now you face your greatest opponent, me!
Don't like that. Cursed.
Yeah, y'all were bullying Rissa. Now her proxy's gonna bully you.
Turnabout's fair play.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Tower, one of these server monoliths is hurtling towards you at high speed.
Yep.
What do you do?
Yeah, it is. Can I grappling hook up to the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my climbing gear.
Okay.
And grapple hook up to the fucking ceiling.
Okay. What do you want to roll for that?
Okay, did finesse? Maybe? That work?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
That'll be risky standard.
Yeet. 2 dice. That's a 6!
Nice. So you grappling hook up to the ceiling and it goes flying past underneath you. And then it stops and slides off sideways, disappearing back into the forest. Pitchfork, what are you up to?
I'm not happy about this whole situation. I'm not. Maybe I do try. It's not dominoes now. It's more like
Demolition Derby?
demolition derby. Yeah. Yeah, it's time.
You can just start. So what are you doing with this forklift of yours?
Can I get it under these platforms? I want to flip some shit.
Yeah, you can absolutely try. What do you want to roll for that?
If I'm flipping things, it might be a manipulate.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you can fork it up.
What is my position and event?
Risky. Risky standard.
Risky standard manipulate 2 dice. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, I'm gonna add 2 ticks to the Harlan Smythe and Claire clock. You just rip one of these servers right out of the floor, flip it over, it slams into some other towers, and they get all busted up. And unfortunately, that you are distracted as the reply from Claire comes faster than you would expect, as 2 of those monoliths come out sideways and just try and scissor the forklift, slamming into it from both sides. So that's going to add 2 ticks to the forklift clock. As it gets busted up. But hey, you flipped some shit.
That we did.
Dredge, what are you up to?
I have a quick question. Does destroying this room of servers count as structural damage?
I was wondering when one of you was going to ask that. I'm amused that it came up after one of you had already smashed some servers.
It's us.
And the answer is no, it does not count as structural damage.
Hell fucking yeah, I'm about to destroy this fucking room.
Just don't damage the structure.
Yeah. It might just be like just reaching down and crushing these with my big awful hands.
The ominous cloud overhead reaches down into the matte black forest and starts uprooting the trees.
Yeah. I mean, it's either that or try and have a conversation with Claire. Those are my options at the moment.
Don't talk to that bitch.
Yeah, I don't feel like that conversation is gonna go well, is the thing. I don't have anything with her or Scarecrow, really, to, like, that would be like, hey, stop trying to kill us, and also be, stop working for the Shadespeare? Like, that's not gonna go anywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna start wrecking shit.
What do you want to roll for that?
I've got this destroy, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have this destroy, and I'm gonna use long and myriad limbed as a quirk.
Do you have any gear that's helping you with this?
Do I have any gear? I have fine
You have fine destruction tools.
Oh, looking at this playbook it's like a present every time.
Yeah. So, do you remember what your fine destruction tools are?
They are explosives. Yes.
Yeah.
They drill into things and then explode.
Yeah. Okay. So this will be risky great.
Fantastic.
Go ahead and start messing shit up.
It is a destroy. Risky great. And that is 2 dice.
Oh no, that's a 2. So, remember that destroy is about liberal application of force. It is not a precision maneuver. So, in what way are you applying these explosive drills with that understanding?
It is like grabbing a server tower, and then because the explosives come out of the wrist, like injecting them with the explosives, and then like throwing the towers at other towers.
Okay.
Just launch me.
All right. So, you inject this one with the explosive, and rather than ripping it out of the ground as you go to do that, Claire reacts incredibly fast, and this thing just like impales the magpie with its through its soft body, and then it explodes.
Yikes!
So, take the level 2 damage internal combustion.
Ooh, I'm gonna resist that. That's 2? Is that or 3?
That'll be level 2.
Okay, but so how many quirks am I spending to do that?
How are you going to try and resist it?
I'm just gonna wiggle out of the way. I'm just gonna not be there.
Okay, that sounds like expertise to me, so that's going to cost you 2 quirks.
Okay.
Or sorry. 1 quirk. My apologies.
Cool.
What quirk are you expending?
Rubbery and flexible.
Sounds good. Yeah, so you squirm out of the way, and this particular server slams into the ceiling, barely being avoided by the magpie, and then it explodes, shattering plastic all over the place. Tower, what are you up to?
Do I see all this shit go down?
Yeah, you're hanging from the ceiling. You can see the magpie, which is also above the forest canopy. Is the forest canopy in some senses.
And do I know where like the primary sort of would Tower know enough about like technology to know how to identify the sort of primary terminal or like thing that they would have to disable to get this to stop happening? I don't know enough about technology to say.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. There is no like primary server. This whole room is like equally important and equally unimportant.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
However, you can see hanging from the ceiling, there is indeed an interface terminal for someone who wants to like put stuff directly into the servers from this room.
Do we?
I have a quarantine rights of the ascent jug in my skill.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do we have any viruses backed up?
Gertrude very kindly quarantined it for me, but it could just get moved real easily.
I fucking love this.
Yeah. Do we want to do this?
I
Do you
feel
want me to? Do you want me to be distracting the movement while you hack? Do you think that's gonna turn out better?
I do have engineer, so I can brute force it if necessary, because my interface is still bad. But yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So is it just a matter of like switching places? Like I sort of signal to you to head to that terminal, and I kind of swap places with you.
Yeah.
In the kind of dance that's happening there.
Ceiling dance, yes.
Okay. This sounds like a setup action from Tower to then provide improved effect or position to Dredge.
Would it just be like a finesse to sort of make my way around and sort of keep on my toes?
That sounds more like prowl to me, right? Because
okay.
you're moving about a space.
That's fair.
So you're just trying to distract Claire is the idea?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be as loud and distracting as I can be. Just as obnoxious as possible.
Okay, this will be risky standard.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Actually, hold on. Sorry, this will actually be risky limited because Claire is very difficult to distract. She's already keeping track of all 4 of you.
Okay.
So...
That's fair. Let's see how this goes. 4 dice. Don't fuck me. You fucked me!
That's the 3. That is bad.
Oh no! Jesus.
Yeah.
Am I
So...
Am I severely outnumbered or drastically overmatched?
Sorry. It's just there's Yeah. I guess you are.
Okay. Well, what's my consequence?
Yeah, the consequence is that Claire picks up on what you're trying to do, and so when Dredge goes to transfer this, Dredge will be in a desperate position.
I'm going to resist that, and I am going to... I think... This isn't placed explosives. Can I have stolen a frag grenade? Can I, like, mark a stress to do a flashback to steal a frag grenade?
Well, that's up to Takuma, because this is kind of like a PvP thing. So if Takuma's cool with it,
Yeah.
you know, she can mark off one of Pitchfork's grenade usages, and then Tower can have it and spend that one stress.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
I've
fucking
given
chuck...
them
Sorry.
before, like...
Hmm?
I'm sure this is a thing we do regularly
Yeah.
at this point.
At this point. Yeah, I'm gonna chuck a grenade, just like as far as I can get it. Is that a prowess resist?
Yeah.
What were you thinking it would be?
Yeah, you know what? I think it might actually be insight, because you're like realizing that you aren't
Even better.
distracting Claire, actually. It's less about where you put the grenade and more about the fact that you think to put it anywhere.
Thank you, because that's 4 dice. That's a 6. No stress.
Nice. See,
Lovely.
you hurl that grenade into the distance, praying it doesn't come anywhere close to Scarecrow. And it does not. I'm not gonna just like kill Scarecrow off screen and then being like, oops, Tower.
Sorry.
So this grenade goes off with a whoomp, and some servers are destroyed, which gets Claire's attention on you, or at least doesn't have her focusing on Dredge.
Okay.
Pitchfork, what are you up to after you hear this grenade go off?
I got one more.
Yeah? What are you going to do with that one more grenade?
Just chuck it in there. You know.
I was gonna say save it for later, but
Nah.
might as well.
Fuck you, servers!
Go all in. Fuck it.
All right. So that'll be risky standard.
I do feel like I should mention this, the information we might need, maybe in these servers. just before we really go all in.
I'm too tired to care.
Oh no.
Pitchfork just throwing grenades over her shoulder. Fuck this.
I mean, honestly, fair.
A character as exhausted as her player. So, what do you want to roll for this?
Wreck.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. This will be risky standard.
Yeah, dude. Tired and twisted ankle don't come into play here, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. 1 die. Maybe I should push myself. I'll push myself.
You pushing yourself for effect or an extra die?
1 die.
Oh.
1 extra die.
Okay.
That's 2 dice. Oh boy, that didn't help.
That's a 2. Ugh, y'all are not getting great rolls for this.
I can always resist again. Guess that's my job now.
Just have the whole squad go AWOL. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not like we needed any of the data in these servers anyway. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
So, you throw this grenade as far as you can, but Claire, seeing y'all busting out the explosives, just slides a server over like a pong paddle and knocks it back towards you. And the forklift is going to take 2 more ticks of damage and be trashed. It doesn't explode under you or anything, but it's wrecked. It won't start up. It won't like go anywhere. It's probably sparking. Maybe it'll catch fire. Who knows?
I want to resist by smacking it back with the claw.
Of the forklift? Okay.
No, the claw staff.
Oh, the claw staff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's prowess.
Oh no, I'm very worried.
Why are you worried?
Because you only have 4 stress boxes.
I also have 4 dice in prowess.
Yeah, you do. I forgot to look at that.
And there's the 6. Yeah, you just like smack that grenade like it's a baseball and it goes flying off in another direction, exploding in midair, not really damaging any of the servers, but also not harming you and yours.
Yay! Today's just very grenade filled.
Well, that was the last one that Pitchfork had, so I mean, unless people start declaring place explosives.
I got more. Do I? No, I used those twice. Probably don't.
Dredge, are you going to go and try to inject the quarantined virus into the server forest?
Well, I was thinking. I've been thinking. Would it be possible to put Scratch in there instead?
Scratch is not with you.
That's a bummer. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the quarantined Rites of the Ascent junk in it.
Okay, what do you want to roll for this?
Engineer. This is gonna be a hardware installation.
Okay, so you're getting out of the Magpie to do this?
Yeah,
And so what does this look like?
inside. It looks like taking like a data chip out of the Magpie and like scrambling on top of the Magpie to reach the console on the ceiling, and then like breaking the console and just sort of ripping out a bunch of panels and plugging it in directly. Yeah, that's what that looks like.
Okay, unfortunately, since Tower was not able to assist you with this, this will just be risky standard.
But didn't I give, No, because that was just a resist to avoid consequences. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I'm sorry. Take a devil's bargain?
Do you have anything for me?
Let's see. Yeah, you will get... Claire's going to see what you're doing and is going to electrocute you while you do this.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that. So that's
So, okay. So take the level 2 harm zapped.
level 2. Jeez. Okay.
You can change your mind if you want.
Yeah, I'm just. I'll push myself. That's what I'll do.
So this... Okay. Go ahead. I was just going to say, this consequence would not apply to this current roll.
I don't understand.
So because the harm zapped at level 2 would give you -1 die, so it wouldn't apply until after you do your engineer roll to install the chip. It would be on
Okay.
future rolls, not this one. That's what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I will take Zept, and and hopefully I can actually deal with that with another feat that I've never ever used. So that is engineer at risky great.
Are you taking the collateral dice for improved effect?
Yes,
Then yes, that would be risky great.
with 2 dice. That's a 6.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
We've been getting a lot of 6s tonight.
Okay, so I'll add 3 ticks to the Claire clock. All right, Scarecrow.
Hello.
You begin to regain consciousness. The floor beneath you is cool against your cheek, as this room, being a server forest, is kept at a very chill temperature. You can hear the sound of grenades going off somewhere amongst the servers. And what do you do?
I think she's gonna actually play dead for a while. She is right in the middle of Claire's clutches.
So you just don't want to do anything at this time?
There are grenades going off. The problem is, I, as a player right now, can't think of much I could do, and also, as a character, Scarecrow is severely behind on information.
Okay. Well, when you decide to act, let me know you're back on the scene.
Okay, will do.
So, Dredge, you upload this virus from the Rites of the Ascent that you've been holding on to for months now. And some of the servers that have been... In fact, I think there's like one of the monoliths is charging towards you and then comes to a dead stop right before it slams into you once the upload is finished. And then the monoliths begin acting erratically. Some of them appear to be continuing to follow Claire's instructions, while others are crashing into each other, smashing into pieces. This place is breaking itself apart as Claire tries to both deal with the 4 of you and also deal with the virus that has been physically installed into this server forest.
I would like to pick up one of the towers and try and remove the thing that moves it around, and then put that into the hold of the magpie.
Like the tower itself.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you want to try and steal one of these servers?
Yes.
Okay, are you doing this with the magpie?
Yes.
Okay, because to be clear, these things are big, right?
They're
And
real big, yeah.
yeah, okay. What do you want to roll to try and steal a server?
Manipulate, I think.
That sounds
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be risky standard.
Cool.
Unless you have something that would assist you with it.
Not. Find instruction tools, analytics suite, cargo space. I mean, I'm using cargo space, to be fair, but I guess that's just for the stealing part. So we get just a risky standard and with 3 dice. Manipulate, risky, standard, 3 dice. Those are 4s.
That's a 4.
That'll do it.
Okay, so yeah, you pick up one of these one of these servers and just shove it in the back of the magpie.
Great. Also, I would like to use my the spend 2 stress to reduce effect but not level of vehicle's damage until the end of the mission. On myself, because I can do that with Doctor.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah. All right, cool. Just wanted to establish that. All right.
All right. Yeah, so the consequence is that while you are maneuvering this tower into the back of the Magpie, Claire sees you trying to steal this thing and takes advantage of it by having a dozen of these servers pin the Magpie to the ceiling. You are now in a desperate position.
Okay.
So, does anyone else have an idea of what they want to do next?
I want to unpin the Magpie
How are you going to do that?
with my anti-armor weapon.
Oh,
Okay.
buddy, you better have some good aim.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What are you rolling? Do you want help?
It's probably actually, I don't. Maybe this is another wreck. It's either that or a struggle.
Either of those sound good. One of them speaks to precision a bit more than the other.
Struggle.
Is that the one you want to roll?
I mean, if that's more precise.
I would say it is.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, this will be risky standard.
Okay.
Do you want the help?
Actually, I think it's actually going to be desperate standard because of the fact that you're firing an anti-armor weapon at your friend. Right? You know, this is like trying to shoot the apple off of the top of someone's head, except that there's a bunch of apples and they're pinning the person to the ground.
Okay.
So nothing like it, effectively.
You're trying to...
Go for it.
Are you-
Desperate standard, 2 dice.
Do you want the help to bring it down to a risky and give you an extra die?
Nah.
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 Okay, have fun with that desperate
I do not
consequence.
think that. Yeah, I just do not think that Pitchfork is in a place to think about asking other people for help right now either.
Oh.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
that's a 3.
Yep.
Oh, no.
This is why
Okay.
we ask for help.
Never.
So you go to shoot a cluster of these servers holding the Magpie in place, and they slide out of the way suddenly at the last moment before the drill explosive hits them, and instead it embeds itself into the Magpie, which is going to take level 3 damage.
Oh jeez.
Bunker busted.
The hell it will.
Oh my god.
Absolutely fucking not.
How are you going to resist this?
It's a fine question.
Yes. For ideas.
Yeah.
Rip out that section of skin.
Can I like throw something at it and like hook it and pull it out?
Yeah, you could try and resist it. You-
Would it work if I declared burglary gear for that? Because that says thin wire and hooks.
I don't think so. Burglary gear is like lock-picking stuff, right? If you're looking for a grappling hook, that's very definitely climbing gear.
I don't have the loan to spend for that anymore.
Okay. Okay. Maybe that's just. I might use the Nell here. In like a burst. To change the trajectory or maybe explode the thing early.
I kind of love how the Nell is just our reversing the polarities.
Well, the other ones I have are strategically structured and ominous, and those are not. Strategically structured kind of helps here. Ominous does not. Well, I could. I don't think I'm gonna scare this thing into not exploding, though.
Don't you fucking dare explode on me, you little shit.
Yeah, okay, I think that this...
Hey.
This, I think... What?
Emergency. My recording just stopped. We need to do another clap at the end. Didn't lose anything, but I'm gonna start recording again now.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright.
We'll just need to remember to do another clap.
So I think that will be acuity, because you're, like, trying to very quickly recalibrate the net. Acuity? Yeah, you're trying to very quickly recalibrate the Nell to target this thing, so that's going to cost you 1 quirk.
Okay. Yeah, it's just straight up the Nell. This I think I really like this just completely fucking my entire like setup for this thing. Like I have this calibrated and now I super don't. I'm not exploded.
Yeah. So you knock this drill missile off course and it explodes, but you're still going to take the level 1 damage singed.
Okay.
Yeah, could be a lot worse. You're also still in a desperate position, to be clear. That was not a partial success. That was a failure.
Okay.
But you said they all went away.
They moved. They didn't go away. They rearranged their grip on the magpie. At the moment, Claire, like the magpie, is many-limbed.
You know, I've realized what this is. This is like a 3D version of that fucking piston corridor from Galaxy Quest.
We'll bet.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, Tower or Pitchfork, or not Tower, Pitchfork, Tower or Scarecrow, do either of you have an idea of what you want to do?
Okay. I think at this point, Scarecrow's going to get up and she's actually not going to move towards the fight, but she's standing up and she's making herself known to Claire and waiting for Claire's next move. If at most what she's hoping for is this will draw a little bit of focus.
Okay, so you're trying to distract Claire from the others?
Kind of.
Because that sounds like a setup action.
The problem is I don't have like I don't know what I would roll for that because I don't feel like I'm trying to do like I see this is much more of a narrative beat than a mechanical beat. I'm not sure what I'm actually what I would be trying to do mechanically.
Okay, so you're just letting Claire know that you're alive, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. She sees you get up and you hear coming from the left of you the whir of one of these monoliths sliding quickly towards you.
Hugin, AP round, and I just want to blow a hole in it. Just off in his chest.
Okay. What do you want to roll for this?
I would like hunt. I feel like I would want to aim at the what's the word I'm looking for? Servos.
Okay. This will be limited effect because hunt is meant for long range fire and this is much too close.
Okay. Does that account for the fine sniper rifle?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. So, this was risky, by the way. I'm sorry if I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think you did.
So yeah, you blow the servos out from underneath this thing. It topples over and slides screeching across the ground towards you and stops just in front of you. And then when you look up from it, you can see that the servers have rearranged themselves and you're standing amongst a circle of them that are just shifting around you like a zoetrope.
Oh, lovely.
So you are in a desperate position.
Lovely.
A lot of desperate positions.
Tower, what are you up to?
I don't really know. Like, I don't know where I'm the most needed right now. Because I think the big thing I was going to try to do was to retrieve some of the data, but we've got that big server bank.
You could try and hack Claire.
I'm not good at that, though. I'm not a good hacker. I'm a flippy boy. Yeah, no, I have nothing in either interface or engineer.
Fair.
So, I mean, can I just, like, ping y'all and, like, ask where you need me?
Okay. I know what I'm doing next.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna, like, wait until I'm needed at this point. Like, I don't
Well,
really...
You said you wanted to ask where you need, so why don't we have that conversation in character?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a lot of just, like, tapping the mic and, like, saying, hey, I dealt with whatever was happening on my end. Y'all still seem like you're fucked over. Anyone in particular need me? Or should I just wait this out?
Do you want to grab a mech and get in here?
I can try, but that'll take me a few minutes.
I'm not going anywhere. You might want to find Scarecrow.
Fair point. Yeah, should I like go out and grab the mantis and come back in? Do you think?
If you want to do that, that's going to require a roll. Because obviously Claire is going to try and stop you from bringing another Avi to the party.
Yes, but they can't be hacked, so... What can she do?
Thank God for custom OS.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, run out, grab the mantis and come back in.
What do you want to roll for that?
Maneuver?
No, I mean to get to the mantis. She's... Yeah, prowl makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
she-
just running.
She's not going to try... She's not looking to let you out of this place.
Yeah. What's my position in effect?
Risky standard.
Okay. 4 dice. Yay, that's a 6.
Well done. Yeah, so you make it to the mantis. As you're running towards the entrance of the main server room, there are these monoliths just trying to ram into you and trip you, and you're just ducking under them and leaping over them and doing tumbles and flips and being 100% on your bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you make it back to the loading bay and hop into the mantis. And as I said previously, I'm not going to have you roll to try and get in here because you got that earlier success.
Yeah.
So once you're back in here, you will be able to act with the weight of the mantis behind you.
Okay.
All right.
So is that just going to take me a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
And I'll switch to someone else?
Yes. Jess, you look like you have something ready.
Okay. So, I've decided on my scar.
And it is?
Haunted.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume a neutral, non-aggressive stance. I'm going to push myself here. And do you have a devil's... Well, I have to say what I'm doing first. But I'm going to ask for a devil's bargain.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to say out loud to the room, you know he doesn't love you, right? I'm going to sway this bitch!
You're gonna roll sway. Okay. A devil's bargain.
I would also like to know my position and effect before I decide where to put that, but yes.
Yeah, your position is desperate. Your effect will be standard. And the collateral dice consequence will be that, well, your AVs are unhackable. Hugin is not.
Okay.
Do you want to take that?
You know what? I will.
All right. Are you going to take this for effect, or are you going to take this for a die?
I'm going to take the die. I'm going to push myself for effect.
Ooh, desperate. Great. Roll that sway.
Come on, baby. Mommy needs a new pair of shoes. A 4.
That's a 4. Okay. Which, with great effect, completes the Claire clock.
Mark XP?
Yeah, mark an XP for defeating your rival.
Woohoo!
And for the desperate.
Yes, and also for rolling desperate sway. So, all these monoliths are surrounding you, swirling about you, breaking up any semblance of place that you might have. And you shout that out. And then Hugin flies from your hand unprovoked, turns around and puts an AP round through you. Take level 3 harm through and through.
Whew. Okay, so 2 stress from that. Okay. I'm going to resist with insight.
Okay.
I want to roll before I say how I do it. If that's cool with you.
No, because I get to
No?
pick. I get to pick the resistance.
Fine. I want to... Claire is me. I know how she thinks, and I know this is the next thing she's going to do. So, I want to unload Hugin.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That sounds like insight. You're absolutely right. So,
Yeah.
make that insight roll.
Five.
5. So you only take 1 stress. Hugin flies from your hand, and there's the magazine still in the palm of your hand as it jumps out, turns around, and there's a deafening click as nothing comes out. And with Claire defeated, you get a message over the comms. And she says to you, Rissa, he may not love me, but no one will love you, and departs. The monoliths stop swirling. The ones pinning the magpie, they don't like remove themselves from the Avi, but it's not hard for the magpie to wiggle out once they're no longer actively trying to hold it in place. And with that, you have removed the threats here. So the support systems clock will be completed. What do you all do?
Well, I'm going to regroup first of all, and I just want to set the scene here. I think Reese is just like walking. Dramatic license, I think. But I think the tell me if you think this is too much, but I'd just like the servers to just kind of part and let her just pass through. You think that's too much?
Yeah, because they're all shut down.
Okay. That's fair. Okay, well, she'll find her way back, but she's like walking, she's tired, and she's just dragging Hugin like stock against the ground.
Okay. Tower, you return in the Mantis, and all the servers have stopped moving.
A little too late.
Dredge, you're able to wiggle the magpie out from being pinned to the ceiling, free once again.
Rude.
And Pitchfork, the forklift is battered but still functioning. You're able to ride your noble steed outward.
I think like when it was over, just like for a second, she had the stim back out.
Oof.
Didn't use it. Thought about it.
Yeah. So, what do y'all do?
Well, we've got a one last question to answer before we can return. So, gonna look into that. Gonna plug into
It's
this
those servers.
server. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to make you roll for this because you already stole that one tower that you were going to be able to pull the data from if necessary. You already made your roll for this matter. And of course, y'all can ask me any questions related to the topic. Actually, I guess basically just to the sovereignty engine at this point, since you have all the intel that was requested of you.
That is it to be.
So, who wants to ask me the final question?
I mean, I just did, but in a silly accent. Austin, where is the sovereignty engine?
It's the tower. The one in Journey City.
Oh, great.
Oh,
The entire fucking tower.
God.
Well, shit.
Fuck.
I just want to know how on earth you thought that this could be the final mission, if that was going to be the reveal.
Well, because there was always the possibility, because I don't underestimate PCs, that y'all figured out some way of destroying the control rooms. Which I think if you search this level, you will find one of them.
yep.
Yeah. But is it not more interesting to infiltrate the tower?
Well, we do have to bust this one, right?
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
have to bust this one anyway.
So y'all are find the control room, which looks not unlike what you imagine a NASA control room looks like. The bunch of rows of terminals for people to sit in front of. There's like about 10 stations. It's dusty in here. But before you smash it, does anyone turn it on?
I have a question.
Of course.
Which is something that has been, like, despite knowing better, has been eating it at Dredge since Co found out that this just could move stuff very rapidly. Was this used to destroy Diomedes Station? Was this what threw it?
No.
Okay.
That was still the Jovangelian Empire itself.
Yeah.
This device could be used to do that. It could have also been used to prevent that.
Yeah.
But I think Diomedes Station was probably in another star system.
What do we gain from turning this thing on?
Well,
Other than the chance to use it, I guess.
Power.
Could deadlock the controls.
well,
We could go to space. I don't know.
We know that we can deadlock the controls from here.
actually, it's the other way around. This is the secondary control system, because the control system inside the sovereignty engine itself, i.e. the one in the tower, is the one that overrides.
Okay, see, the way you worded the answer to the initial question was that the one could be active at a time, not the one overrides the other. That was my specific question.
I'm sorry, I must have poorly explained myself.
Okay.
It overrides this one by being on, is what I meant. Not
Okay.
that it can lock out this one.
It's like how you don't have a backup generator and like your power on at the same time, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that analogy work?
Yeah, I think so. As for what you might gain from having the sovereignty engine control room on, other than control of the sovereignty engine, I don't think there is anything. You can see the logs of when it's been used from here, but you can already compare that to the test runs that were done previously, and it was never used other than for that.
Yeah. I have a question as a PC, seeing how as I'm not familiar with the tower in Journey City. Immobile, right?
Yes. It is a fixed structure that is a space elevator, and is the primary means by which basically anyone in the region, regardless of faction, gets goods down to the ground from space. Unless
Yeah,
they...
we can't just demolish this thing.
I mean, like I said, I don't underestimate PCs. If y'all want to try and figure out a way to destroy the tower, that's fine by me. But also, I mean, you could use the sovereignty engine to do it. This is why I said this might be the end of the campaign, because you could use this control room to destroy the other one.
But I just feel like that's all gonna wreak havoc on an already economically kind of fucked area. Like, just like...
Who wants to make the action roll?
If you were precise enough, maybe you could just disable those systems. If we had someone very technically minded.
It is a fantastically precise system, as we've discovered.
Yeah. Oh, here's the thing that you actually can gain from where you are, is that with the reconnaissance systems in the tower, you can like see what is in orbit around the planet. Like, Dredge, you can... I guess we've established that at this point it is turned on. That y'all have turned it on to poke through.
Yeah.
So Dredge, you can see the Doctors Beyond Stars frigate in orbit, the hospital ship that's up there. And like, you could grab it and move it wherever you want. Like, basically just click and drag all over orbit with the sovereignty engine.
This is just Gmod, isn't it?
You can see the clouds of debris that orbit the planet, and you could clear them if you wanted and make the space elevators no longer necessary to get things down to planet side from space. You could turn those debris clouds into a shotgun out into space. If you did the right calculations, you could probably launch something that eventually would hit the Jovangelian homeworld. You could bring a rain of steel down planet side on any faction or any squad if you know where they are.
I mean,
Y'all have a point and click nuke.
yeah. Do we? I mean,
Anyone got any vendettas?
Where is Arlen's mind?
only a little bit.
Here, they're here. Probably.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a 2 birds, 1 stone, which is clear the tower and the debris.
I mean, I think we clear the debris and then the tower.
I think we clear the tower with the debris.
I love how all 4 of you walked into this room being like, we're just gonna smash it, right? All just nodding at each other, and then you turned it on, realized what it could do, and we're immediately like, we can fix things with destruction, right? That's a thing that can happen?
That's why we're in a war.
Yeah, I mean, my vote is clear the debris, like, and then figure out what we do with the engine. Like,
I think here's what Scarecrow's gonna say. We only get 1 move. They will lock us out from the central controls.
will they?
Here's
They
a
notice it's being used, yeah.
Yeah, and you do not want the Shadow Spears on this. I don't know what directives they're operating under, but these
So-
guys do not come with missions.
So we lock this one down. We know what it does. We know where it's located. We lock this location down, go to the tower, do what needs to be done.
We can... Again, the precision of this machine, to be commended. We could destroy the tower from within the tower from here.
We only get 1 shot. You realize how perfect of a defense system this can be.
Yeah.
something I want to make clear is that from going through the logs, as y'all have, you can tell that the control system on the other end has never been activated. It is quite possible that those who are in control of the tower defenders, don't know that it's there.
We have the coordinates for where the control is.
Yeah, it's under the tower. The control
Under
room
it.
is in a
You know
safe
what we-
place.
You know what we could do? We could just literally rip the control room apart from here.
That's what I've been saying.
No, but I'm saying like we could rip it without using external materials. We could just rip up the material in there.
No, the sovereignty engine can only affect things in space.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
If you-
why my vote was to disable this one, go in to the tower, and use it for what we need. Don't use this one so they don't know that we're in here and using it and we don't get locked out.
I'm gonna imagine this is all in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I think what Scarecrow's going to say here is we are up against a Shadow Spear team that has probably 2 days lead on us. We will be assaulting a defended position.
To be
We have a chance to stop this now. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I don't trust it.
Okay.
Not on my
But-
life.
I wanted to ask, Pitchfork. You're the one with, the most stake in this, the most stake in just the people here. I can always travel, but you're the one who's from here. Like, you're the one who might know people being affected by what we do. What do you say in this? What do you... I know you're tired, and I know that we all kind of just want to go home, but what do you think we should do? You're muted if you're talking.
No, I know. I mean, at the very least, she doesn't want us to bust the tower from here with this. I don't know what else besides that. I don't think
I'm going to ask
about the debris very much. Because, like, she's just going to go back to Hullington.
That's fair.
I'm gonna ask Dredge a question.
Mm.
Ballpark figures. If we set this in motion, how much time until it hits the tower? Because we can call an evacuation after that.
That
No,
No.
we're not doing it. We're not doing that. Is what Pitchfork is saying.
Yeah.
The thing that makes this problematic is that the controls being at the base of the tower means that damaging it risks toppling it. But
There's a solution for that. So basically, this is what I'm kind of considering, is remove the debris. Shotgun it into space, do what you gotta do, but use enough of it to make a precision strike on the tower, while also applying outward pressure to the tower, enough that when the base snaps, it shoots into space.
No.
Since it's a space elevator, it will very large parts of it will be in a range where it can be affected by the sovereignty engine.
There are
absolutely
too many
fucking not.
There are too many
Okay.
people that could get hurt. That's...
Oh yeah. No, I know I'm pushing a hard line on this. Vicious and
not-
haunted.
If you want to go for that yourself,
No,
you can try. But I can't promise that I won't stop you.
that's also a hard line. If you try that, I will kill you.
Yep. The Pitchfork is there also.
Yeah.
All right, what we doing?
Here is what I think we should do. I think with something well aimed enough, we can perforate and further damage the control core of the sovereignty engine using particular pieces of debris without demolishing the foundation of the tower itself.
Turn it into a bullet, not a shotgun blast.
Yes.
Austin, do we know how deep the other control room is?
It's probably like 2 stories below ground level.
That's very
It's not
doable.
too bad.
I would say that yes, you could theoretically hit it with a strike from orbit using the sovereignty engine.
That's what I wanted to do.
I'm down for that.
I worry that there's no guarantee that something won't go wrong and we won't bring down the tower.
Absolutely not. If you decide to do this, this will be a desperate action roll.
Yeah. I think it's safer to do it from the inside. I think there's less risk of anyone getting hurt. I I think we don't know how the system. I mean, we know how it works, but we don't really know what to do with it. We don't. We just saw this thing. We just got here. We don't know.
I have literally all the information that they had.
That's
Scarecrow's going to
fair.
come in here with, if we take the central control room, we're not all coming out alive.
Very few of us will, in fact.
I
We are at
promise you.
our edge already. There's no
I can help.
promise that we'll even get there.
I have artillery training. I can help with ballistics. And that is mechanically me offering to assist.
I just.
If you can tell me how we get to this place and disable it with the Shade Spears ahead of us by 2 days.
I don't know. I'm just. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not willing. I'm not willing to risk that many people. The tower sees so much traffic, and there's such a high risk to doing this. I'm not willing to ruin the lives of hundreds of thousands or however many people that we could destroy doing this. I'm not willing to do that.
Dredge, is it possible?
Is what possible?
Can we be precise enough?
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, yes.
I think, like, hearing this pitchfork's gonna raise the fucking launcher and is like, if anyone aims anything at that tower, I'm blowing us all up.
Dredge raises core hands. I think Tower walks over and stands next to Pitchfork. No weapons drawn, but just at her side. I understand what you're trying to do, and I understand where you're coming from, and I understand the risk going in, but I can't do that to people. I can't make that calculation. I can't do that to people.
I'm not losing another squad.
We fuck this up. If I fuck this up, everyone in that tower dies. If you fuck this up, the war gets immeasurably worse. We just consider, we who were sent down here specifically to destroy this engine had a full 5 minutes of wondering, marveling at the things that we could do with it. Us, who are here to destroy it.
I'm not the one doing the marveling.
Holy shit, Pitchfork!
Scarecrow, I'm going to be very clear. I want to lay this out in sequence. Scarecrow does not reach for her gun, but her posture shifts slightly. As a soldier, I think you will recognize it.
Out of character, I love that the division is between the two Jovangelians on one side and the two people from Izia on the other.
Yep. Yep. The farmer and the circus kid.
I am an architect, or I used to be.
Yeah. I just think, like, fuck. I mean, like, I want to say something, but I also think it might be crossing a line just as players, so I don't think I'm go okay with that.
We are dangling over the precipice of PvP. Good lord, this is tense.
Do we need a cliffhanger?
I think we may.
Yeah, it is getting.
Yeah.
I think we may need
Okay.
Brit to
Oh,
stop.
fuck me.
Okay. I'm going to take us back to the talk screen.
God!
Ugh.
So we end with this shot of Pitchfork and Tower on one side, and I don't know if Dredge and Scarecrow are standing next to each other, but they're definitely not standing with Tower and Pitchfork, right?
I think the way I framed this in my head, I think Scarecrow is on one side, Pitchfork and Tower on the other side, and Dredge is in the middle, but a little bit more towards Pitchfork. And so a little bit more towards Scarecrow. That's kind of how I see it.
Dredge, where are you? Physically.
Physically, I am ascending. Wherever I am, it's closest to the console. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. So we end with that shot with Scarecrow looking tense. Pitchfork already has the anti-armor weapon in hand. Tower standing next to her. And Dredge next to the control console of the Sovereignty engine. With a very pointed to be continued.
Ah, fuck you, Austin.
So,
Game is so good.
I have to say, that went better than I could have possibly imagined. So let's do XP. Tower, did you address a challenge with stealth or evasion?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, take an XP. Did you
Yay.
express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, take...
My history. Yeah, I never do that, but I did that.
I don't think that's your character sheet.
No, it's not. I'm big stupid. Sorry. That's yours.
You're good.
I was trying to check how much stress you had left.
I was like, oh, that's a little X. I don't usually use little X's.
Yeah, sorry. Well, that's a level for me.
Okay. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
Yeah, reckless.
Yeah, take another...
Multiple times.
Take 2 XP.
Okay.
All right, Dredge, did you address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem?
I'm gonna say yeah to both.
Yeah, take that 2 XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
I sure fucking did.
Yeah, take that XP. And did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
Tower will do the right thing if given the chance to.
Yeah, take that XP.
God.
Okay, Scarecrow, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Yes.
Yeah, take that XP. Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening? Take 2 XP. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or character? Or that should be
Yes.
quirks. Wait, was there a... Yeah, take an XP. Pitchfork. Did you address a challenge with violence or coercion?
Violence, yes. Coercion, I don't think.
Yeah. What are you talking about? That last scene?
I don't think that's been resolved. But okay.
No, I mean you're addressing that challenge.
I sure am. Okay.
Did you express your history, tragedy, or opening?
Yes.
Yeah, take an XP. Did you struggle because of your beliefs, scars, or quirks?
I can feel Ko is a good person, and I immediately
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Can I get another
fatigued and tired has like come up too. Like
Yeah,
a
take
lot of the
take 2
stuff that's
XP.
been going on is,
Oh no.
and that's my playbook filled.
Okay. So that's
Oh,
all right. So for the squad, Sasha, if you could mark off the XP for the squad.
Uh-huh.
Did y'all execute a successful delivery or acquire new clients or contraband sources?
Contraband sources?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
Contraband.
okay. I'll let you take the contraband sources. Did you face off against challenges above your pay grade?
moral challenges.
I'm gonna say that one's a no
Is
because
PvP above our pay grade?
no. Y'all are the same
Aw.
tier. Did you bolster your squad's reputation or develop a new one? Oh, duplicitous. Take that XP. And did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the squad? Take 2 XP.
Oh.
All right. So, thank you everyone so much for joining us on this moral dilemma filled adventure. I'm Austin Ramsey. I am the creator of Beam Saber and your GM for this evening. You can find the rules for Beam Saber at austin-ramsey.itch.io/beamsaber. And you can find me on Twitter at notanin. This evening I have been joined by Sasha.
Lord, I've been Sasha. You can find me on Twitter at Sasha_Renault. You can follow all my game dev stuff at tcabbage.
Also joining us has been Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Quasinem, and you can also follow my podcast, The Movie Morgue, at Movie Morguecast on Twitter or wherever good podcasts are sold. Do not buy podcasts; they're free, for God's sake.
And also with us is Ray.
Hi, I've been Ray. You can find me on Twitter at RayRayTheGayGay, or you can find my games at rayinthefog.itch.io.
And last but not least is Takuma.
Hey, I am, as always, Takuma. My Twitter is at Takuma_Okada_. My games are at nerdworkhome.itch.io. I recently, Sunday was 2 days ago now, played Stewpot on stream with Ray and Erica, and recorded that.
It's very fun.
Without faces, but there are our lovely voices and the rules and such, and pictures pulled up, and that's archived on my YouTube channel. I don't actually know what the thing that comes after the slash is for that. Like, it's just, I think it should just be my name, but I'm not totally sure. But I have also posted on my Twitter about it, so if you would like to hear Stewpot played, it exists in YouTube form.
Nice. All right. Thank you everyone so much for joining us once again. We will be back again next Tuesday at 6 p.m. EST to resolve this moral quandary. Who knows? It may be a very short session. We will see. It may be the last session. We will see. Join us then. But until then, I just want to remind everyone very pointedly to fight the war and not the soldiers. See you later.
Bye.